Hello, YouTube fans, here again, and yes, I still got the multiple stabs on my lip. And welcome to Peter News. Before I do that, let's have a look at my little stabby lip. If it doesn't go during this week, I will definitely be going to a doctor's and getting some ointment on it. I've got a bit on the back, and yes, it's pissing me off. I do stabs on my lip now for goodness knows. Normally, I would class them as being toe sores, but if you notice, they're not painful, they're just stab there, they look fucking horrible, and they're a fucking nuisance. But anyway, moving on. So, a bit of Peter News, a bit of updates and things to come. Why not? One of my updates will be about the Mike Tyson fight. Was it fixed? Was it not? Well, maybe that's why I've got stabs on my lip. Maybe a spirit of Iron Marciano come as a ghost and punched me in the face. I wish somebody would punch me in the face, punch me so hard in my head because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Couldn't believe what I was seeing. And others are saying that it's ripped. The fight is ripped. And in my opinion, yeah, it was. It was. Because if you look at that fight, there's so many times that Mike Tyson could get a lucky fucking left hook. He could get a lucky smack. There's so many moments he could get a lucky hit. And he doesn't. His hair back bobbing and moving around on his fist like that. He's getting more hits than anything else. And it's not the Mike Tyson I knew. It's not. And it's heartbreaking because we saw him chaining, hitting. It didn't feel like I was watching a guy who was 58. It looked like I was watching a guy in his prime. It looked like I was watching a guy in his 20s more than a guy who is out of his prime. And it's so heartbreaking. You go back to the mid-80s when Mike Tyson was in his 20s, he was long, he was fast, they nicknamed him the Iron Mike Tyson. There was a reason for that. He was undefeated. You get some boxer doing it lads, you get in the boxing ring, they'll last about 1, 2 if they're lucky, maybe a third one if they are lucky. They'll get about 1, 2 or 3 rounds and Mike Tyson would just massacre them, just one bang, bang, bang. Another up with his other hand, boom, on the floor, one up there, wham, bye, time to go to Fairyland. Seriously, he would knock him fucking out. He was undefeated all the way through. I think, right, it was only, 1990, right? He had a fight with one of the well-known boxers. And at the time, there was a lot of stress going on. He was splitting up with his wife. His head was everywhere, and that's why he got defeated. He got defeated for the first time. But then we all know he had a rematch in, I think it was 1991. And that rematch, he won. He won that fight. Fair and straight, he won that fight. And then he was undefeated. And then we all know the history. He messed his life up. He raped a woman. There's no different for that. There's no regime for that. Yeah, he went to prison. Yeah, he did his time. But nevertheless, it's still unforgivable. That's an all-time fucking low. But I'm on about Mike Tyson as a fighter. Not what he did. What he did was disgusting. It was unforgivable. Do I buy he battered his wife? If he did, she'd be fucking dead. Because we all seen Mike Tyson. We seen him when in his heyday. And he was undefeated. And now he's gone to a fucking starting talk shows, doing anything to make this. And now to get rigged for this fight didn't even hit the fucking surface. Mike Tyson was in his heyday. And he was fighting this fucking guy with a big fucking beard and attitude. Mike Tyson would have just fucking hammered him. He would have hammered him. There's a funny bit, I was watching it in America, this guy was watching it. He was so fucking pissed that his hide on Mike Tyson lost the fight. And he got a dumbbell or a weight and he threw it at the TV. He smashed his TV in and he stormed out the door. He had all his mates with him. All his mates were going, whoa, what the fuck? He's like, he got a dumbbell and he fucking threw it on his TV and smashed his TV in. I'm thinking, come on, mate, it's not that painful. But it is painful to see an icon like Mike Tyson, British fighter, nicknamed the Iron Mike Tyson, undefeated, fighting like a bum. I want to see the highlight. Okay, people say it was a repetition fight. I wanted to see this, you know what I mean? AIDS versus youth. To prove that this fighter people were saying, oh, he'll never be the Mike Tyson we knew. He'll get it fight now. His fighting career's out the window. He's too old. He's too this. He's too that. He'll never ever do it no more. Blah 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 blah. And Mike Tyson was fucking. He was in. You see the training. You don't see the fucking training. He was leveling them punch bags. There's barely anything left out of them fucking punch bags. You can see his heart was in it. He wanted to prove to people, no, that's not the case. I've still got it. They go in that boxing ring to see Mike Tyson, everyone's eyes on, and to see him fight like that, it's fucking, yeah, it was heartbreaking. I can see why that died now through dumbbell out of the TV. I can see why. So, yeah, it's one of the things. So, yeah, it's that bit heartbreaking to see that. And then we'll get on to one of the biggest plats ever. I wish Mike Tyson would come out of retirement and not this fucker out. Tay fucking Starman. I know, it's painful to know. But yeah, Tay Starman going to fight Russell. Now, Russell, this dictator, it's one of them. He would go and he would start a war with every country going. People thinking, oh, it won't happen here. We're a small island. And I think we are small island. We're not a threat. We're not anything. But this guy, you go back, right? You go back to the days of World War II with Hitler, right? No matter what people think of Winston Churchill, I've never met the man. Well before my heyday. Probably my dad was probably around in that era. But even before his heyday. Right, Mike Tyson, I've got him on my fucking brain now. Mike Tyson, that would be an interesting war. Winston Churchill blagged him. He blagged Hitler. We have soldiers at the west. We have soldiers at the east. We have more weapons. We'll be there for you. We'll be ready for you. But this fucking taste time, and Winston Churchill, if he was around today, he would wipe the fucking floor with his fucking muppet. He would wipe the floor with his fucking cock. This knobhead. He'd wipe the floor with him. And it's so fucking heartbreaking. Because Tay Starman, being what he is, a fucking knob, said it to save a bit of this. You know what I mean? With his patronising face. And he'd done away with being out of the arms. He'd done away with the money with the armlet. He'd done the money with war. He'd done away with all that. At a time when this fucking dictator is wanting to make war, not just on America, but worldwide. And he'd be willing now to kick our ass because Tay Starman is sticking his fucking boat where it's not wanted. Dad, suck up to Donald Trump. Well, you're too late, Tom. You're too late, Tay Starman. You're too late. You fucked up, man. You fucked up. So he's done away with half the army there. Then he's talking like he is, like a fucking cock. So we are now the weakest to offend our island. Our little island now, fucking this fucking moron, this puppet from Russia could walk across us, he could blow us up, we could fire missiles and go bye-bye Vienna. We wouldn't stand a fucking chance because of this fucking puppet stew puppet we got for a 5 minutes or. And there's a time you've got to think to yourself, you know, enough's enough. How many fucking times have you got to fuck up? It's like this week alone we've had a miserable winter. It's been cold. And I always said this and I keep saying it. Same on you, Tay Starman. Same on you doing what you've done to the elderly. Tapping fucking people's benefits. Fucking making it easy for all the migrants to come to this country. That if we get an appeal and we get something to say, oh no, the loss of free speech, he can unopen all the prisoners, letting pedos and rapists and every scum out there. But you know, no, you get an appeal, oh no, that's a no. We'll go to prison for that. No, fuck you, Tay Starman. Fuck you. I hope the two find a nuke board and blow you the fuck up. Sometimes I think you should just go, should I get out of bed? Should I go to work? Why should I bother? I'm going to get Newton tomorrow. With this fucking Newton. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Get on with it. Enjoy your life before I get blown up. So, yeah. The weather's going to be shit the past few weeks. To be expected with miserable winter. Couple of minutes. I'm going to get up, go for a nice, beautiful Sunday dinner. And so on. But, yeah, just thought I'd enjoy life. Hopefully stabs on my lip will fucking go, because they are doing my head in. That one is fucking ugly. That one's really fucking ugly. It looks like a fucking snog someone with an STD. That's not too noticeable. But people will say, oh, they look painful. Well, fuck it. I'm on Peter News, I'll be open and honest. They're not that painful, actually. They're just more stabby and just wish to come off. I'm not going to pick them. If you pick it, it makes it worse and they bleed. They'll come off in their own hand. If they don't get any better, I do remember my beautiful manager giving me advice, telling me that get some special paracetamol, and what I'll do if I eat that, it should eventually all come off and hopefully stab off, and it's already stabbed, but it won't fall out. I don't really like it. I want to get a snog. I mean, I'll snog someone on a night out, and I can't get a snog. Because of these fucking ugly things on my lips, and they're ruining my good looks. They're ruining my sesame peel. But yeah, so yeah, I'm going to keep doing what I do anyway. I'm talking about the video nasties, get onto the season to vomit my ducks up. I might even talk about TV shows like EastEnders back in 1986. Remember the Christmas special with Dirty Den and Anza? And I'll probably talk about other well-known shows, whether it be Steptoe and Sons Christmas special, which did that for them. And then I'll probably talk about other things on the way. So if you like what you hear, press that massive button. Be nice to have an extra sub. I've got a few this past few weeks, so a big sloppy thank you to them. A nice thumbs up, if I've had a few of them this past few weeks, a big sloppy thank you to them. Or a nice comment. We have got for a few weeks, and I say a big sloppy thank you to my nephew, especially if you're watching today, nephew. My nephew watches me now, because I'm wonderful. If you are watching me today, mate, thank you. I have read some of your comments, and it's very humbling. Even though I don't get to you, I do read them. So, again, big sloppy thank you, mate. So, yeah, I'm going to keep doing what I do. Until out now, I'm just going for some nice Sunday dinner. So, until then, be smart, be safe. See you later.